Hi, I'm Matthew Kaner, beverage consultant and host and producer for the Somm TV network. I love wines from Alsace. Here today to tell you all about the Grand Cru. Now, these wines are so food friendly. They talk about family history, they talk about site specificity, terroir, and there's not a better place to do it in the American wine bar. So you're here today at Wife in the Somm, Chris Lucchese, the owner, brand new, amazing place in Glassell Park, California, LA East Side.
Thanks for coming by and bringing these awesome wines.
Happy to be here. So wines from Alsace have a footing in the market because of a lot of great reasons. What makes you excited about pouring them at your wine bar?
They're super food friendly. They're absolutely, like, I've never met a wine from Alsace that I haven't loved.
Right.
And I also haven't poured one that someone has sent back or said it's this or that, not what they want. The wines of Alsace really have that value, which a lot of people really want. And it's also, they're delicious.
What about wines from Alsace would you tell a restaurateur, a wine bar owner, a sommelier? What would be like your pitch to them why they should have them on their wine list?
Well, I think first and foremost is the affordability.
Yeah. Right.
You can always eat, these Grand Crus are all under $100 retail. So on a by the glass program, you're saying this is anywhere from a $10 to $15 glass of wine. That definitely is something huge, full-bodied, great acid, great fruit structure, like everything. If you've ever taken a wine class, when you have to break a wine down blind, like you're hitting every point, and at your conclusion, you're like, oh, this is a Grand Cru wine.
But I'm seeing 3 different dishes that look like the inspiration could be from all over the world. And that speaks, I think, a lot to what wines of Alsace really bring to the table. Perhaps with a Grand Cru Gewürztraminer?
Absolutely, Sign me up.
Why don't we go to the Altenburg de Bergheim? This is texture, delicacy, and power and energy all in one.
The length on this is insane.
And Gewürztraminer does do well with spicy flavors, so I think this was actually a really amazing mindset to go into. This has delicacy, length, texture. This is one of those wines that you want to have multiple sips throughout the meal just to cleanse your palate.
Yeah.
All right, so now we'll go to a little Grand Cru Pinot Gris from Brand. Being so close to Burgundy, Alsace really had a lot. They were ahead of the curve. They've had the grape a long time. They've been able to focus in the Grand Cru mentality for such a long time. This is a wine that's meant to age, that's meant to have with a meal, that's meant to be culinary, gastronomic, and a thought process here, right?
Exactly. The depth of flavor and notes that you're getting from your nose to your palate.
Oh, crazy.
You're really getting like that limestone, that wet rock that you very rarely get so pronounced with so many other fruits. You can nearly taste all the different 13 soil types that Alsace has.
So the Maiafonnet Grand Cru Riesling, this is electricity in a glass. So let's see how this does. We got our apple fruit, pear, lemon curd, acidity,
Stone
minerality,
fruits, all
little
of the
petrol.
stone fruits, yeah.
It's all hit. And what these wines that we're tasting today for Grand Cru, you put wine of Alsace Grand Cru up against Grand Cru White Burgundy. I mean, these cost under $100. So a Grand Cru White Burgundy is going to run you $250, $300, $500. Yeah. You have the wine on its own, it's beautiful, but you have it with this dish, and it brings you to a new level.
Yeah, and the finish, the length on all 3 of these wines is unlike most any other wine in the world.
It's been such a pleasure to taste the food with the wines, be here today at Wife in the Somm Wine Bar, east side of Los Angeles, with Chris Lucchese. Santé.
Cheers.